Hey, good morning there. It's Matt, 2A Cops supporting gun rights. Today is Thursday, October 26th, and unfortunately yesterday, some asshole with a gun went on a rampage in Maine, and at last count I saw, there was 22 deceased. First, before I get into this, I want to give my sincere condolences to anyone affected by this. That guy should have never been out running around with a gun. However, really quickly, before I get into all of this, I need to really thank our sponsor, U.S. Law Shield. If you carry a firearm, you really ought to look into some sort of protection. U.S. Law Shield is one of those companies out there that offers very good protection at a reasonable price. You can get a policy down as low as $10. Some states refer to it as insurance. Other states, like where I live, refer to it as a legal service. They are there to protect you in the event that you ever have to use your firearm to protect yourself or others. So thank you to them for helping us get this message out there to you. All right, now let's get into this. So let's get into this a little bit. The mainstream media is trying to make all gun owners out to be bad people again. They keep constantly referring to the suspect, whom we will never name suspects of incidents like this here at 2A Cops. The media keeps referring to him as a U.S. Army reservist and a firearms instructor. I'm going to dispel some of that bullshit right now. I cannot speak to his U.S. Army Reserve status. I'm sure somebody from the U.S. Army Reserves will probably come out and talk about that here momentarily. My guess is he was in active reserve. But let's talk about the firearms instructor aspect of this. They keep calling him a firearms instructor, trying to make gun owners look bad, trying to make firearms instructors look bad. That's what the mainstream media does. That is their MO. So I have here, and I will put it up here on the screen so you can read along with it. This is a flyer from the Maine DHS Fusion Center, which is the main one, is the Maine Information and Analysis Center. Right here on the flyer, highlighted in yellow, suspect's name, I won't say it, was reported to have been committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks during the summer of 2023 and subsequently released. Committed is a very important legal term in this flyer here. That means he was placed in a mental health facility against his will. Committed to a mental health facility. That has an important legal distinction. So here we have, I'll put this up on the screen now. This is federal law 18 USC section 922, parent g, parent 4. Any person who has been adjudicated as a mental defective or committed to a mental institution is prohibited under law from shipping, transporting, receiving, or possessing any firearm or ammunition. Violation of this federal offense is punishable by a fine of $250,000 and or imprisonment up to 10 years. In other words, that is a federal felony. The suspect in this case could not be a firearms instructor. He has been committed against his will to a mental health facility. He is therefore, under federal law, a legally prohibited person. He cannot possess a firearm. You cannot be a firearms instructor if you cannot possess a firearm. So this is what the mainstream media does. They've done this in other instances in the past. I'm not going to name the guy who was a former LAPD recruit who never made it past training and was therefore never a police officer. But when he went on a shooting rampage, the media was referring to him as a police officer or as a former police officer. He never was. The guy never made it out of training. So this is the mainstream media's MO. They try to make gun owners look bad. They try to make the police look bad. This guy in Maine yesterday, he was currently, as far as I know, still on the loose. Could not legally possess a firearm. So let's quit calling him a firearms instructor, please. As normal, if you like the content you see here on this channel, please like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends. Let them know that not all the cops out there, unlike what the media tells you, not all the cops are trying to take your guns away from you. And then, again, always practice your ABCs. Always be carrying. If someone had been carrying in that bowling alley yesterday where this whole thing started, maybe this wouldn't be what it is.